Hello, my name is Amy Sturkey. I am a pediatric physical therapist. I'm here with Rebecca and her two kids, Eli and Ellia, and they are 2.5 months old and born a month premature. And what I want to talk about is the different alertness states of babies. So right now it looks like Eli is probably in his deep sleep state. This is one of the states that parents really love because they can get stuff done and they can be fairly loud and do interviews and they don't wake up. This is a time when growth hormones are really active in deep sleep. The next one is active sleep. So in this phase, babies they think they're having REM sleep, sort of like adults do. Their eyes move like they're looking at things. In dreams, they may make faces, they may move their arms and may move their legs, but their eyes still stay firmly closed. They think that brain growth and differentiation happens during this time frame. The next phase is drowsy. So this is the phase that is kind of a transition phase between sleeping and being awake. Their eyes open and close. If their eyes are open, they can kind of be glazed over. And according to what you do, you can make them more alert or hopefully make them go back to sleep, either way. The next one is active alert. So active alert is, again, one of the ones that parents love. Best time for interacting with their baby. If you, as a physical therapist, this is the time that I love for them to make their appointments when they're active alert, so they're more ready to be able to interact and do the work that they need to do. The next one is awake but fussy. So we might just be right about there, just starting to think, oh, and so the signs that a baby is moving from awake alert to the thinking about going to fussy and can be subtle. So let's talk about some of the more subtle ones. They can be just a simple frown on your face. I hear, yeah. You can have the frantic movements like I see here. Oh goodness, you can, I see. Are you showing me those frantic movements? It can be simple as a hiccup or a yawn. Just a minute ago we had the yawn. It can be a sneeze or it can be a look away. Now I just think that's interesting that they know if they're overwhelmed to look away. I do that in a movie theater when something is too much for me, I look away. I do that too. You get the frantic arm and leg movements or the squirming, yeah, or the color changes of their faces. So what they say is if you're in the awake alert and you start seeing any of those signs, if you back off on the stimulation, that you might be able to bring them back to the alert phase. Oh. Mm-hmm.
She likes the passage. Shake him or push them up. But
There we go.
yeah, he's just awake.
There we go. There we go. Is it better now? And the last phase is the crying phase. Now in the crying phase, you probably have this down to a science. Yeah. You want to look at, do they need to be burped? Are they hungry? Are they sleepy? Do they need to have a diaper change? But babies will also get to the crying phase if they're bored or tired or alone or just looking for attention, they'll cry. A study that I remember listening to when I was in college was a study about different styles of carrying a baby. That if you had a baby who was fussy, they did research on this, and they had babies and they went side to side continuous, and they did side to side and stop, side to side and stop. They did up and down continuous. Oh, I hear it. And up and down and stop. And what they found was that the up and down and stop was more likely to take a fussy baby to the awake alert phase And the side-to-side continuous was more likely to take them to the sleeping.
Yes.
I think as a physical therapist, sometimes I'm working with babies and it's good to be able to know those signs that a baby is about to go out of the alert phase. Because like I say, it can be something as simple as looking away or starting to be a little bit more fidgety. And that way you know that if you just drop off some of the stimulation so you're not giving as much stimulation, that you can help bring them back to an alert phase where they're not so fussy. And it looked like for him that up and down and stop, at least at this moment, was one of the ones that helped calm him. I hope this is helpful for you, and we'll look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye. If you liked this video and would like to be notified by email when the next video comes out, click the subscribe button here and click the golden bell icon and ensure notifications are enabled on your account.